and she tell you she don't believe in 50-50, and the man is supposed to be the sole provider and all the rest of that good stuff, does that constitute her being equal to or available to
But
get?
didn't you go into that agreement as well though?
No, you went into the ideal.
Isn't that an agreement?
No, it's not an agreement. Me fulfilling what you want is not an agreement.
So if you want your woman to pay 50-50 while y'all before y'all get married and stuff, and y'all living together, right? And you like, okay, I want you to pay 50-50, and she telling you that's a no-go for me. I'm not paying 50 and nothing. But yet you still decide to marry this woman that don't want to pay 50% into the marriage because you telling her you're gonna provide for her, you're gonna take care of her. Now, whatever happens, y'all get married, and then whatever happens, and y'all get a divorce, she still should be looking at you to help provide for her, since that was the agreement that y'all made in the first place.
It was not an agreement. You just married her. You married her knowing that you fulfill her expectation. That's not an agreement. My agreement is just like I said. When I say I have the bills and you take care of the house and make sure the house is straight, you don't need to work. You stay home. You take care of the kids. You make sure the house is cool. I got the bills. That's an agreement.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Kansas Conversations. Y'all already know who I am, and if you don't, I'm your host, Kyra. Sister Taya today. So, let's get this started because Sean is at worky work. He's working, and he tunes in for you, lovely people that tear up his lawn. So let's get Sean out here. Mr. Davis, come say hi.
I reminded people about my lawn. They don't go up there and mess it up again. I was just gonna be nosy, but I said let me log on just in case they try to jump my board.
Who in the hell gonna jump Derek?
The sisterhood.
Nobody.
The sisterhood.
Y'all in that damn sisterhood. Whatever. Y'all know how Sean and Derek is. I don't even gotta express how Sean and Derek is. That's why his ass came up here to damn two amigos over there. Anywho, let's bring on Mr. Derek the Deacon.
I appreciate you. My brother. But understand that I ain't never scared. The sisterhood don't want it. I don't even got a lawn. You feel me? So
you live too far away for them anyway.
Go on, pay the toll. Come on, do it if you want.
You live too far anyway. They're just gonna get my lawn again.
That's all right. Ain't nobody worrying about neither one of y'all or y'all lawn.
You know what? I want to thank everybody for coming out to the Bronx Heat annual cookout.
All right, beautiful people.
How you just cut them off? Are you listening?
I was done. He's disrespectful.
Well, I didn't say nothing.
You did.
I was saying thank you.
I didn't hear him talking.
Ow.
It's on and popping.
I didn't hear you talking. My bad.
All I was saying is thanks everybody for coming out to the Bronx Heat. Oh, you did it again. All right. Go to the videos.
What I'm supposed to do?
I was thanking everybody for coming to the annual cookout on Sunday. that you didn't come to?
Ooh.
I worked.
I'll tell you,
I
people get a
told
second
you I had
job
to
and
work.
everything, and they got their work. Like, hey, girl, I
I
ain't get
told
this.
you I had to go. I told you I had to work. So don't start.
I'm listening.
No, you didn't try to put me on blast talking about something I didn't go. For real, Mr. Davis.
You hit me with the Mr. Davis. Was that a Coors Light?
Nah.
That can look kind of silver.
What, a steel reserve?
Oh boy. We got videos.
All right, everybody. Y'all see, I know y'all don't see because the ticker ain't up. There you go. Now y'all see. Tonight's topic is why y'all stealing y'all kids' money? No. If a parent or a grandparent leaves your child money and you as the parent take that money, is it stealing or is it reimbursement? It's stealing, but we'll get into that in a minute. Derek, you can hit that video anytime.
Put her finger down, and in 2013 your grandfather passed away and left you $144,000, but nobody told you. So instead your aunt, who was the executor of the will, decided to file in your taxes that she legally stole your social security card from your mother, to file that she paid you out for $144,000 when she didn't. She kept it for herself and then split it with your mother, and now your wages are being garnished and money is taken from you every month because you did pay taxes on $144,000 that you never received. So you go to the police to report the crime, and the police say this is too big for us, and that's defrauding the government. You need to go to the feds. So you go to the feds and they tell you to go to your local law enforcement.
That was not the video.
You ain't say which video.
They in order.
How am I supposed to know that?
First video.
Normally, am I wrong, Sean? But normally she said whatever video you play is fine. That's what she say. She'll never have anything in order unless you're with no specific directions.
I would have thought that you would have played the video of the reasoning why we're having the topic.
That's a good reasoning why. You see what she went through?
But okay, it doesn't matter.
Why would you do that?
What you mean? Why would I do that? Did your daddy pass away?
But that was not. I don't even have my birth certificate. So you took my birth certificate?
Did he ever pay child support? And what you mean birth certificate? Didn't I have?
What does that got to do with me? He left me money, not you.
Okay, but
you.
He never took care of you, so that was his payback from me. That was my payback. That he's never gave me child support to take care of you or your brother.
That has nothing to do with me.
What you mean it doesn't?
I don't know why you think you can just take my money. It's not your money. It's not yours at all.
It is my money. I had you.
It's in my name.
Okay,
that's stealing.
I gave you your name.
That's stealing. You took my birth certificate and claimed insurance money, my inheritance. That's stealing.
I had you with your father that passed away, that didn't give me a single dime, not one dime to help take care of you guys.
So you're admitting to stealing, so you think that's okay to steal?
Because I'm not stealing.
Toxic. She was cute though. She was posing on that bed, boy. She gave you 4 different angles before that 1 minute 30 seconds was up. She gave you every angle she had. She gave you every. She was like, I just got off of work.
I'm not messing with you. I'm not. So, out of those 2 videos, as y'all people can see, it is very different. It is very harsh when the parents take money from the children. You got one who just took the money all outright. You got the other one who took the money, split the money with the mama, and now she the one that got to pay the taxes on it. Now that's just horrible. and she she really didn't have a problem with sending her mother and her aunt to jail.
I wouldn't have a problem sending my mother and my aunt to jail either. If I got my check getting garnished, they done spent that 70 grand each. Nobody ain't buy me a hat. They ain't buy me no Snickers. They ain't buy me no ice cream. They done live their best life off that 70 grand, and I ain't see it. And then I go to work, and next thing I know, I get a garnishment telling me they taking money off my check because of them. Oh, everybody going to jail. Everybody in that house is going to jail. They're going to go to the St. L's home for the old folk prison system. That's where they're going to go. Where they're going to knit behind bars. That's where they're going to go to jail, and they're going to stay there.
They're going to knit behind bars.
Lord have mercy.
Knit behind the bars. That's what they're going to be doing.
Oh, God.
I can't with them.
You can. I'm just telling the truth.
I get it. It's not. It's one absolutely right. It's not right, but it happens every single day. People take what they feel they're owed. But I mean, even though if my mother took money and I didn't know about it or whatever, I wouldn't put my mother in jail though. Like I'll be mad, yeah, but I wouldn't put my mama in jail.
How? Okay, so who reimbursing me? Who is reimbursing me the money that I'm being garnished for? Who's reimbursing me that?
I mean, I get that part.
So you gotta go. Love you, mama.
You know, I get that part.
Mama and the love that she gave, but she stole my money. So I had to call the police.
Yeah, I'm not putting my mama in jail.
Mama
now my aunt, yes, but my mama, no.
What's the difference? What's the difference?
She might even
because that's my mother.
Life, but mama going to jail tonight.
Really?
And auntie too.
Yeah, my aunt, that's something different, but
look at you.
My aunt didn't birth me, and technically, the aunt was the one that actually stole the money. She just gave half of it to the mother. But
right,
I'm not putting my mama in no jail.
No, I get it. I'm just going off of the logic of you giving one more grace than the other when they both did the same thing.
Everybody going to jail. Both of them. They're gonna be roommates.
The aunt shared it with the mama, but the aunt was the original thief.
They both were. That was conspiracy. That's conspiracy to defraud the government.
Both conspiracy. Yeah, conspiracy. You both going to jail. You may not get the same time, but you both going to jail.
Mama going to jail tonight. She might even get life. I'll visit her on Mother's Day.
Thomas stole mama from the train.
I'll visit her. I'll visit her on Mother's Day. Bring her flowers to the window.
I'm not.
Mama going to jail tonight.
But I get it. You know what I'm saying? Parents should not be taking stuff that's left for their kids, even if it came from the like the first clip. The father died. He left the daughter the money. The mother took her birth certificate and went and got the money. That was dead ass wrong.
Listen. I waited a long time to tell my parents this is gonna hurt me more than it hurt you.
But what's this thing of? I like I heard the well, I'll just go off both videos. First video, jail. All right, second video. We're going off of, like, I listened to her say, I took care of you, he didn't do anything for you, but she didn't ask to be here. So I don't like when people use that. that your children don't ask to be here. That's your job. That's your obligation to take care of your children.
Mm-hmm.
So if it's two people who chose each other or however it went, and one ain't, doing what they supposed to do, and let's say the grandparent or anybody or the father, he came in, to some money. He wasn't doing what he's supposed to do, but left the young girl money. How are you obligated to just take it?
Facts.
I don't think that the parent is obligated to take it because the money wasn't, number one, it's not in her name. It wasn't for her. It was for her daughter. So she basically stole her daughter money because it wasn't left for her. It was left for her daughter. And she took the daughter's birth certificate to get that money. Not
Now
to say
that's
like,
part.
go ahead.
Finish.
No, go ahead, finish.
No, I'm saying that's the part that doesn't make any sense because when you are left money through a will or through a life insurance policy or anything like that, you're not just given access to the only thing that, and I think I put it when Sean posted it. How old was the young lady that was speaking on the camera? Because when you are a minor, you have to that money has to go into an account. You don't just get free access over that money. That money sits there until you become of age, and the parent is supposed to just make sure that things are being done or taken care of. But she don't get to just go and spend money. So if that was the case, she didn't need the birth certificate. So that kind of makes me believe like this whole thing was kind of staged and they didn't do the research behind it because she doesn't need a birth certificate to prove that that's her daughter. Like
the mother don't have to prove that that's her daughter, but maybe that's what she was using as identification, as like saying it's her, because it don't sound like that girl was a minor.
Right. It don't sound like she was yelling. It don't sound like she could have been 16, 17.
Not talking to her mama like that.
This
is different. Mom been working all night, so you don't know she had to grow up early.
I mean, I see a comment. I see the comment that said that mom ain't still nothing. Okay.
She said that was payback. I'm sure she spent way more than that raising her.
But what does that have to do with anything?
That's what child support is for.
Tell them.
That's what child support is for.
She said
if there's money left for me as the child, as an inheritance, not child support to the mother.
Mm-hmm.
Inheritance to me. Child support that's to the mother that's what your payback is. But an inheritance to the child is for the child. And it's normally at 18, 21, 24, it's normally something like that. Or you chose to be penalized by the taxes and go and take that money out before that person was supposed to get that money. So if that money was mine in my name from my family member as an inheritance, you stole it. I don't want to do the definition game. I don't want to do the terms, the words and terminology game. But if I get inherited something, that's stealing.
The mother said that he ain't paid no child support. So
that's what I said. I didn't say he did. I said
getting her money back.
So, what I said was
that part does not make sense to me. What money are you getting back? If you were raising, like Sean said earlier, this child did not ask to be born. You're raising this child. This child is not an investment. You're not getting a return on your investment here. You're doing what you need to do to make sure that child is taken care of, and
as
she
a parent
doesn't go to jail as a parent. If he did not do anything in his life, but then turned around and said, "Well, I'm going to take care of her in my death," then that money should have went to her so that he could do that. That money was not her money to go back and say, "Well, this is my payback," because there was no 50-50 split.
He left that money for her, for the child.
Right.
If she chose to take it, then it's stealing. I
never said that it wasn't stealing.
No, I was talking to the comment, and that's why I said whether she got child support or not. What I was actually saying is what goes to the mother is child support. Inheritance goes to the person that's inheriting. So if I'm leaving something to this person as an inheritance, whether it's property, money, jewelry, whatever, that's what goes to that goes to the child.
Mm-hmm.
If it's something that goes to the residential parent, that's child support. If he didn't pay child support, that's another story. That's not my argument. What I'm saying is the difference between the two. Child support goes to the residential parent. Inheritance goes to whoever they put in line to inherit what I want to give them.
They deem the beneficiary.
Yes.
Like I get it. I mean, parents do take money that's for their children. They just do. Like I was talking to my friend today about the topic, and she said that when her father passed, her mother took the mother took half of the money, and then gave her the other half of it. So
Crazy.
Still wrong.
Listen.
Still wrong.
Like I put in the message earlier, I've been through this. I was awarded a estate. Me and my brother was issued money as children, as minors. We were issued money from my mother's life assurance. We were not we weren't so my aunt and my uncle were, they were over the estate, so they were our guardians. They had what was called a guardianship account or something like that.
mm-hmm.
The money could not be touched until our 18th birthday. I today cannot tell you how much money I got from my mom. And my parents told me to my face, we're taking care of you. That money is going towards taking care of you, paying this house you live in, the food you eat, the clothes you got on your back. So parents do it, and they feel that they have reason for it. Now, whatever amount of money it could have been a nice bit of money to start that child's life off right, or to make up for some of the loss that child had not having both parents. But for a parent to come along and just take it and say, you know what, this is my money and it's my payback, when he didn't leave the money to her.
Good evening, Lady Hazel. But you don't think that, like, as a minor child and you get that money and somebody is taking care of you, you don't think that the money that was left for you and is in this account to take care of you, they're not supposed to touch that money at all to take care of you?
Yeah, they're supposed to take care. That's what who said it? Phoenix said it. It could go into a segregated account to be used if needed for the child. But if not, when she becomes of age, it goes directly to the child. That's how it's supposed to go. So
yes.
if you're now, you're not saying I'm no longer paying to raise you because your father left you $70,000 or $140,000 in a life insurance policy. So we're gonna raise you off of that. That's crazy. So because you raised me for the first 16 years of my life, and now I get an inheritance at 17, now you're gonna take that money and pay yourself back?
No.
So then I gotta figure it out when I turn 18, because you're not giving me nothing else when I turn 18. You could already tell by the whole way that conversation was going that when she turned that 18-year-old, that 18 or 19, she's gonna be gone. You got to get her out of this house.
No, that part I get, but I just think that it's a difference between you being an adult and you being a minor. And
that's obvious.
You get and money is left for you to be taken care of. depending on what the age is. Like I could say when my father passed away and we all got whatever from his insurance, my mother used the money to take care of us. We didn't see that money. We saw, like, you know, it wasn't like she was dipping out money to us. No, she was taking care of us, paying the bills.
I get it. I get it.
What we ate. So, like, I get it. But when you an adult, that's something different.
Hold on. No, it's not. And that's what is crazy to me. Because even as a mother, that was her husband. He left her money too. So she spent her money and then spend your money and then it's supposed to be okay because she was raising you. No, that's still not right.
If we need stuff. Like,
right.
We need stuff. If the money is there for the things that we need, it's there. That's what it's there for. That's what it's there for. All our extracurricular activities and all that stuff, that's what that money is there for. So we didn't do it out, and we didn't.
That money is there. That money was there for so you don't be without. That money is there for so you could be set up. A parent, even no matter how you want to look at the father, he took some thought into, and I think Thomas said it, like we sitting here like we believe in what the mom says when she's out here stealing. You don't think this is her first time stealing money? Like we don't know what dad did.
I don't want.
Vita, you funny.
I don't want to confuse the two. I don't want to confuse the two, but I do want to respond to the last comment. I don't know about Derek, but I'm not defending nobody. I'm not defending nobody that didn't take care of their children. Wow, such a low. I'm not saying that's a good thing.
Though that's messed up. We're supposed to stand together. The brotherhood is supposed to be as strong as the sisterhood. You was like, I don't know about me, but
no. What I'm saying, no, just saying, like we're defending that the father ain't take care of the child. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is he stole the money, regardless of what you feel, because there's a difference between me writing a will, right? Me writing a will and leaving, let's say, my house to this person, and I'm going to leave my cars to that person. I'm going to leave this amount of money to that person, versus if something just happened to me and it's a bulk of money and that money is split up amongst my children, meaning my insurance money. The beneficiary of those children is going to get that money. But if I put in my documents, if I write my will up and it says, this person is going to get $100,000 when they're 18. This person is going to get $100,000. That's two totally different things. Mm-hmm. So if he left her money as an inheritance, not that he just died and the insurance money is there to take care of the funeral and this and that and that, that's different. That's something totally different. Like I have a will and I have my insurance.
Facts.
Like if something happened to me on the job, there's a certain amount of monies that's going to be available to, but now my house, my cars, my business, all of these different things, that's willed to who I want it to be willed to. That there's a difference in the conversation that we having. But I don't want to confuse the two.
Mm-hmm. Sarah,
so
next video that explains what inheritance is.
Okay.
Inheritance to a minor child. This happens a lot. A mother or father, maybe they were never married. Let's say the father passes away and leaves a life insurance policy to his children. The life insurance policy, people are not going to want to pay out $100,000, $50,000, whatever dollar amount it is, to a minor child. A minor child cannot legally take that money. In most cases, it surprises a lot of parents, even though you are the mother or the father of the child, you are required to get a guardianship over them, a financial guardianship, in order to receive that money, put it into a guardianship bank account, and then you are charged with caring for that money and making sure that it grows and that the child gets what they need, but ultimately that money is saved for them until they become an adult.
There you go.
And
Like a
that's
Phoenix said, agree to disagree. I never touched my daughter's money. I took care of her and I still do. She got her money at 21 and she still gets some money. I do not ask her. All I tell her is to be wise with it.
Hmm? Yeah, that's what I said. There's a difference to it. Like you got to know the difference in the laws and all of those different things. When somebody got a will, it can be challenged. We already had that conversation before.
Right.
Will can be challenged. You know what I mean? And you can try to go into touch money in certain companies. You know, you have AXA, you have Mutual, you got all of these different companies. You will be penalized, but in certain companies, certain mutual fund companies, you will be penalized for it, but you can touch it. I mean, so you got to be very particular in when you're writing up what you're leaving to who and when they should be able to touch that money, because it get real tricky. It's a business. It's a business. It's
it is.
sad where you see people, and a lot of times it's selfish. You know what I mean? Like if something happens and then I got my children, I can live within my means to take care of my children. I ain't got to touch their money. I touched that money because I wanted that money, because I'm seeing $100,000 in that account, and that $100,000 look very, 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 very attractive.
Fact.
And I don't gotta struggle as much or go as hard because I got that money on the side right there. But the right thing to do is to say, I'm going to continue to do what I was doing this whole time and leave that to my children so they can have a business, or they can go to college and not have, have debt in college. That's the selfless thing to do. Now they done took these kids' monies. Now they may go to college now and got college debt for the next 10 years because you wanted a new car. You wanted a vacation. These kids could have dreams that money can help them with. But I'm gonna go to Jamaica. No, it's terrible. I've seen a lot of these things happen. I mind my
Yep.
business. I've seen it happen where the money comes into play, and all of a sudden the cars is there and jewelry is there and vacations and balling out for it's like when people get their tax return. Everybody ballers from February to May. You see it, and then boom, it's gone. So now this kid's money is gone, and now when it's time for them to go to college, and they had this nest egg for them to pay for their college, now they got to take out student loans.
And even more so, let's take it back to the light skinned chick, the light skinned sister. That inheritance money is in your name. It's not in the mother's name. So when that paperwork gets drawn up, Uncle Sam gonna come get his money. And the fact that I never saw the money, I never touched the money, I never smelt the money, but you did, but I have to pay it back, is wild. And that's why it's called stealing.
Yeah, and I'll see the young lady again. It's not a period. Like it's not period. Like you don't have to touch the money. You don't have to. And you keep saying is to take a little bit out and such and such. You don't have to take the money out. You don't have to touch it.
Right.
You can get a second job. You can go hard and get a second job. You're taking that money because it's available for you. That's all it is. It's easy. It's right there. And I'm going to take this money. That way I ain't got to break my back or whatever. When it's not yours. Not your money. Now, if it happened to us, then we'll understand. They always say when it land on your lawn, now you get it.
Right.
Look at that, baby.
I think Davita just playing. I think she's playing devil advocate because I ain't beat. Like you taking money from your child, and then just the very fact of your child having to pay, your child having to pay taxes off of something that you off of like you spent is crazy on so many different levels, and it messed up your child's credit off of something that should have been there. So I'm hoping that he could be her normal drama top himself.
They need to know then well she won't touch that money.
She said she's going to Jamaica. She taking 3,000 and going to Jamaica off top.
Hey, we got to start learning. We got to start learning how to set our children up for success,
right?
Instead of sending them out in the world for failure.
And we're one of the only cultures who don't do that. We're one of the only cultures that don't do it. We're starting to get a little bit better now, but we're one of the only cultures that don't prepare our children to survive. We send our kids out. We tell them you grown, you hard headed, you don't want to listen. Going out there and learn for yourself, rather than setting them up and putting them in a better place so that they don't have to struggle like you may have struggled or like your moms may have struggled. They can come into something. You can invest, you can take investments and give them a nice healthy portfolio to do something constructive with. You can put them in classes, you can put them through school and say, hey, go to school or pick a trade. Don't worry, we're gonna pay for it. And then what you do with it when you get out is all on you. We for some reason feel like the best way that we can show a kid, our child, our love is by helping them to struggle, by messing up their credit, by opening up PSE&G accounts under their name and cable bills under their name. This is the best way we can show our children that we love them and that we care. We have to give them a project to work on for the rest of their life.
I saw it was a podcast on a couple athletes were talking about somewhat the same type of thing. And they were saying a lot of athletes they seen once they got drafted, they went backwards because now they had to take care of their family. Where some other athletes, they didn't have to because their families was already in tune. You get what I'm saying? Like some kids get drafted, and the first thing they say is, "I'm gonna buy, my mother, my father a house. I'm gonna buy them some cars. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that." And now they broke. When mommy and daddy could have had their shit together already, and gave them some type of financial education on, hey, you know what? We don't need that right now. Put that money away because sports isn't gonna last forever. You got this money today, tomorrow you can blow an ankle or knee, and now we all broke again. We want to celebrate before we gain true financial stability.
Right.
Which is backwards. I remember Shaq said when he got drafted, he spent $1 million in one day. He said his financial advisor called him up like, you must be out of your mind. But he said he went and bought a house. He went and bought some trucks. He celebrated with some watches, and boom, $1 million gone.
Must be nice.
Must be nice.
So, Phoenix didn't agree with what I said. She said she's actually helped her son go to school for his CDL classes to help better himself. And that's the point. I said we've gotten better at it. we've definitely gotten better. There are some parents who are opening their eyes and seeing that, okay, I need to do something because I'm not going to be here for the rest of my life. But there's still a great number of parents who are still looking the other way, or still looking to do to their child what their parents did to them.
Yeah.
It's
Still,
it's a cruel truth, but you can't take the truth away from it. It's still the truth.
so that inheritance should be used for the betterment of that child's life, not for you to ball out.
I need you to stop putting her stuff up.
I'm putting everybody's up.
I hear you. Some kids will give you their butt to kiss, and some kids will love the ground that you walk on. Same way you can say some kids are bad, some kids are good. I mean, but at the same time, regardless of all of these paragraphs, Davida, and I get it, she still stole the damn money. No matter how, it wasn't her money. Simple as that. It wasn't her money. It wasn't in her name, and she probably was a minor. And the mom said, "Let me get that. Let me hold that.
Let me hold that pimp."
Yeah. Regardless of whatever the justification is, that money was for her. It was for that child. Now, what you choose to do with it, or how you want to, how we want to word it, to whereas no, I took care of that kid and I need to be paid back. No, you shouldn't be paid back for what you were supposed to do. This is what you were supposed to do.
Right.
Somebody supposed to pay you back for you take care of your child. Anybody tell you to buy them Jordans? The little kids want the little Spider-Man shoes that light up when they walk. They got on Louis Vuitton sneakers. The kid don't want no Louis Vuitton. He's a kid 3 years old with Louis Vuitton sneakers. They want the sneakers that go ramp, 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 ramp every time they walk. That's you. My daughter, when Princess was 2, 3 years old, she was in Versace. She was in Versace. Princess ain't say, "Hey, Dad, let me get some Versace's boots." No, that was all me. So later on, I can't say, "Hey, Princess, you was in Versace. You owe me." No, that was my choice to do that. I could have stayed within a certain realm and say, "Hey, no, I'm just going to give her this, get her that." You know what I mean? My kids, I did what I did for them the way that I wanted to do that. Just the same as people doing relationships. You can survive with the bare minimum. You can survive with the bare minimum. You don't need red bottoms. You don't need a Benz. Get a Civic. Get an Altima. Altima's flooding the streets. Nice cars. But we like to go above and beyond. Meanwhile, the kids struggle. But bringing that child in the world is your obligation. You're supposed to take care of that child. So for me to hear her say that's payback, that to me that was a little weird.
Oh God. Oh God. Y'all making my damn stomach hurt.
What you think Davida doing to us?
Making your stomach hurt?
Nah. I know I know where she at. I'm gonna just eat my candy.
Derek with his little hand clap.
Because he spoke on it. What further need are we any witnesses? That's what the Bible told us.
Oh boy.
He summed it up very well right there.
Here we go with the Bible.
Just take the L.
Take what? I ain't even saying nothing. So I'm not taking no L. You and Sean just get on my damn nerves.
I ain't even do nothing.
Because you spoke the truth.
No, it ain't. I ain't even talking about that. I'm talking about you and y'all little brotherhood bond over there. Get on my nerves.
Hold up. That comment section is flooded with us getting jumped every week. All we got
every week.
is Thomas and Ray. And then it's flooded with everybody else, the sisterhood.
No, you and
That mama was wrong. That mama was wrong.
She was. I'm not saying, I never said that the mother wasn't wrong. You never heard me say it.
No, I didn't say you said that. I'm talking to the comment section.
The mother was wrong for taking her money. She was wrong for that.
It was just weird to hear, like, this is payback. No, and that's funny. If you felt that way, why wasn't that father on child support? If that was the case, if he didn't do anything, there wasn't a child support order.
She said that her father never paid it.
But what's the belief? Why do we're
Hold
taking
up.
her word of it? He's dead, so there's nobody to push the 2-2 to test. So he could have been paying child support, but she trying to make herself feel. She trying to make the daughter feel better about her taking her daughter's money, and could be lying straight to her face, and that's okay.
Yeah, because that don't make no sense. That don't make any sense. Where does money come from? Where does insurance money come from?
Right.
They came from somewhere. I would sue my mother.
Yes, Pinky said she would sue her mother for her money. She said she missed the video because she came on late, but she said she hoped the child sues her mother.
And Derek would have put him in jail.
Well, it was 2 videos, and I feel like the second video with the white girl, whatever, that was messed up, because now she's being penalized because somebody left her money. The aunt took the money and told the IRS that she gave the girl the money, and now her check is being garnished because she has to pay the taxes on that money that her aunt took that she never received.
Her aunt and her mother.
I think she said it was $144,000.
It was the aunt and the mother. Don't forget that. It was both of them.
It was both of them. Mom was in it. Conspired.
The aunt took the money and split it. The aunt took the money and split it with the mother.
Yes,
but the girl never received the money. So now her check is being garnished for the taxes on the money that they took and split amongst themselves. Yeah. And she never even knew about it until her check started getting garnished.
Because some of us are messed up. I saw a video of a young man. Y'all tell me if y'all seen this. A video of a young man that was sitting down to buy a house, and he asked his mother to co-sign.
Mm-hmm.
And when they sat down to take care of the go through the loan process, they seen that he had defaults in his credit, and it was old electric bills and phone bills, stuff like that was in his name. But when they looked at the dates, he was only like 10 years old. But it was like an electric bill. And he was like, ma'am, I was 10 years old. There's no way for me to have electric in my name. That was the parent.
Yeah.
Screwing, and that's my point. Like,
that's when
some of us is
that's when parents used to get away with
putting stuff in their kids' name.
Facilities in their children's name. I mean, now they can't do that shit no more. But that's when they used to get away. They used to get away with putting utilities in their children's names.
Yeah, so I've seen some messed up stuff. We got to stop being so selfish, as far as setting those children up. And I truly believe that taking that inheritance money could go towards the future of the child versus just if the parent is just living it up, if they just balling out, or if they just doing whatever. If you using that inheritance money that can go towards the betterment of that children's life in the future to set them off into the being an adult the right way, and you just spending that money on yourself recklessly, you're a jerk.
Yeah.
You're a jerk. You're a jerk. You're a
I
jerk.
agree.
You're
But
a jerk.
I,
You're a jerk.
but I mean, I always say I always agree to a certain extent, but um,
You what?
I say I always agree to a certain extent. I just feel like it's a difference between minor children and adults.
What's the difference?
So you shouldn't really be because everybody's situation is different, and if a child is a minor and you have to take care of that child and you're doing it by yourself and it is money there to help for that child, I don't see anything wrong with using that money to get that child what that child needs because that's what the money is for.
Okay,
It's
now
not
let me
for
ask.
you to spend it. It's not for the parents to spend it on themselves. It's for them to spend it on the child. So if you're
Okay,
taking that money and you're spending it on the child, I don't see anything wrong with that.
okay, now let me ask this. Let's say you're the mom and you have the child. It's the father. He has these policies and he writes these policies up for this particular reason. What was the intent of these monies? Now, if I write up that I want this money to go to my child and not be touched until that child is 18, if that's what it's for, if that was my intent as the father
Mm-hmm.
to say I don't want this touched, that's the reason why I'm writing it like that. A
Mm-hmm.
certain amount at 18, a certain amount at 21, because you can set it up like that.
Yeah,
You can set it up like that.
you set it
If
up and
that's my intention, if that's my intentions for my money, for my child, and you choose to do with it with what you want to do with it, you're wrong.
I think it's a difference because I think that when you put if you have an insurance policy, let's say you have an insurance policy and that insurance policy is sent to a trust and you have certain things like that stated, then that trust that you sent it to has to honor what's on that paper.
That's why I said. That's why I said you
But
can
if you
challenge
just
will. You can
have an
challenge that
insurance
stuff.
policy, but if you just yeah, you can, but when it's in a trust, it's a little different. But when you have an insurance policy and you just have your child as
Yes,
the beneficiary of that insurance policy,
yes.
that
That's why you
just
never have
like the
children
man
as
said,
beneficiaries.
it has to go into an account. And, and
Yes,
exactly, that's why you don't ever put your kids as the
yes,
beneficiary of your insurance
yes,
policy. It's always better to make the beneficiary the trust, and the trust then has to honor the wishes of how you want that money
yes.
given out to your
That's
child.
like my
Because you have
insurance
some
policy.
that where they have
Right?
the account. Yeah, so like, and then you have some that have, and that money is in an account, and the only way you can get money for that child is if you have to like go to court, and you have to explain to the court why you need to take X amount of dollars out of that account for that child,
Yes, that's
and it's
like
up to the judge to say whether or not you can take that money out or not. So it's all
yeah,
different type of things when it
yeah,
comes to leaving children money. But when it's
yes.
just an insurance policy and your child is the beneficiary of the insurance policy, yes, it goes into that account and it's supposed to stay in that account so the money can grow until they turn 18, and then that money goes directly to the child. But you
Well,
are allowed to take money out of it to take care of the child, which is
well.
what you should do.
The thing is, you like me having my insurance policies right without if I didn't set anything up, like me being here.
Yeah.
If something happens to me and I didn't have anything anybody as a beneficiary besides my juvenile child, my young children, it would have automatically go to my kid's mom because she's the guardian of them.
Exactly.
They were young. That's why I had to set a beneficiary for them to say this money is going to go to them, and he can, give that money out the way that she chooses it. Now, within my insurance policy here, that's not a thing of they get it when they're 18, or that's something I had to do in a will or trust.
In a will or a trust, yes.
Yes, not my insurance policy here. My insurance policy here is just going to cut them a check.
Yes.
You're just going to cut them a check. And then that's the check. Now, my insurance policy over there, I want this like this. Well, as far as me writing up my will, that I want this certain amount, this property, this, that to go to this person at this particular time. But me as a firefighter, that money, they're going to cut a check to the beneficiary.
Yes.
Not me dealing with their age or anything like that. It's just going to go to the beneficiary. So that's probably what could have happened. The father passed, and his insurance, because she's a minor, just went straight to the mother because she was a minor. But if I write my will up and I say this person get this amount of money, this person get that amount of money, let's say out of my bank accounts or my stake in my companies or whatever I own, and she breaks that trust and steals that money, that's stealing.
It is stealing.
But if I was to pass, and I didn't create a beneficiary for my children from my career, because my children are minors, that money went straight to their mother. I can't be mad at that.
Yeah.
Because that's the way that I set it up. I get that. But if I say I want my sister as a beneficiary, that means I wanted her for a reason. I wanted her a beneficiary for a reason.
Absolutely. And I get that part. And people have to also, when it comes to your children and the insurance policies, and you thinking that when you die, your kids are going to get this money and this, that, and the next. Sometimes it don't even be the biological parents that get the money. If that parent gets married and they don't change certain things on their policies and stuff like that, that's that parent can just as easy take that money. So people have to be careful. You have to do your research when it comes
take it even further. Say if the husband got remarried.
Yeah, that's what I just said. The step parent get that money.
Yeah, the new wife get the money and don't give nobody nothing.
Exactly.
That'd be terrible.
So you definitely have to be careful of who you trust when it comes to stuff like that. And it's always just better just to make sure your insurance policies are going to go to where they're supposed to be rendered to. Don't just think that somebody is going to divvy the money up fairly.
And know your people. Know your folks. I mean, and this is real talk, because I see people that say, hey, I'm gonna make this person my kid's godparent, and Lil Ray ain't gonna take care of your kid if you pass away the way that you would take care, because y'all cool and y'all friends and y'all drink together and y'all hang out. That don't make that person, just because that's your best friend or y'all super cool, don't mean that that's the most reliable, most responsible person for your child. Stop picking people that you cool with to be the godparents or the people that's going to raise your children, when you know that they don't even take care of their own kids. But they're the godmommy of your or the goddaddy of your kid because y'all friends. Y'all cool. Y'all hang out. And even leaving money to people that you know that's irresponsible. Stop leaving money to people that's irresponsible. You know what I mean? Don't. It's sad, but it's real. It's real talk.
Facts.
Yeah.
And
And
just like that,
sometimes you just have to realize that, and that even come with your kids. If you do a trust where you're dipping the money out at a certain age, just understand and know your children, because you know if your child is irresponsible with money or not. You know you won't if you left your child $200,000, and you know damn well as soon as they get that money they're gonna blow it on everything under the damn sun. But what
God.
if
God.
the moment it touched their fingertips, then you know
God.
that money should not be given to them at a certain age. Like, you know what I'm saying? You have to let everybody mature at different ages, but you know damn well who the responsible child and who ain't. And sometimes you could divvy them checks out once a month and say you get this amount of money once a month. You get a check from the estate once a month to that child, because that's all the hell you're going to get for that month. So you better stretch it. And it's a shame you have to do that even in debt. But you know, everybody know how they damn kids is. All kids ain't responsible kids.
Yeah. You got to start being real. Like I think you see some stuff and it's sad. It's sad.
Exactly.
I've seen. Do you see the young kid from Chicago killed his mother for the insurance policy? This was years ago. Killed his mother for the insurance policy and balled out. Just throwing money in the air.
You talking about Sweetie Pies?
Who?
It was a show called Sweetie Pies, and there was a black family. They owned a bakery, and they made pies and stuff. And they was on TV, and the mother died, and so the money was left to a different family member. And what happened was the nephew, who she treated like a son, but that was not her son. He hired a hitman to kill the son. I mean, eventually they found out and they caught him, and he went to jail for it. But he did that all for the insurance money.
Well, I don't know if it was the same person, but I know the young dude killed his mom, took the insurance money, blowing money fast, throwing money all in the air, making music videos, and he got caught. Got caught. So people are wicked when it comes to money. Money make people do some crazy things.
For the love of money is the root of all evil.
I agree.
Yes, it is. But it's been fun talking to y'all. I was up. It's 10:09. People gotta get to work tomorrow. So my last note of the night is just gonna say, when it comes to your life insurance policies, just do your research. Do what y'all need to do for your children, but just do your research and understand everybody ain't always good people to be dealing with money. And stop taking y'all kids' money. If you're not gonna use it for your child, it's not supposed to be used for you. It's not for you, it's for your kid. For the kid, the child. Give the child their money. That's all I gotta say for the night. It was nice seeing you too, Rocky. Sure, you got something to say?
I said it before. Let's start setting our children up for success instead of, throwing them into failure. Let's get back to family.
And Mr. Derek.
My mama's going to jail tonight.
Ain't nobody say, you know what? I am not messing with you, Derek, sending your damn mama to jail. I'm not sending my mama to jail, not over no dollars. But everybody, thank y'all Instagram. Thank you, Allie. Thank you, Lady Hazel, for tuning in with us. Thank all the Facebook viewers. Thank you, Raquel and Zavita. And of course, Pinky. Thank y'all for all tuning in. We appreciate y'all for tuning in every Tuesday and chilling with us. We got one more. Is it one more episode before we go on vacation? Two. I was getting ahead of myself, y'all. We got 2 more episodes before we go on vacation for the month of August, and then we will return in September. And so yeah, hopefully we do some big things when we do come back, because this is going on our 5th year of Candid Conversations. So there will be no us without y'all. So thank y'all so very much. Y'all have a beautiful and blessed night. We see y'all next Tuesday, same time, same place. Peace, love, and